Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Oulton Park, and once again, yes, it's raining just like last year, but hey, we wouldn't expect anything else, would we? Quite fat drops of rain as well, just in time for the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup and the Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup qualifying. It is going to be a joint qualifying just like we had at Brands Hatch as well, but with tricky conditions out here. It's going to make for a feast on the eyes, I can assure you of that. So who's going to get it? Who's going to get on pole position? Of course, there's numerous classes in the MG Cup, and of course for the Metro Cup, Mark Eels didn't quite go his way last time at Brands Hatch, did it? He is back in the field. I'm very, very pleased to say he was on pole position at Brands. What can he do here today? But it was birthday boy Tim Shooter who took a pair of wins at Brands Hatch on his birthday. How nice was that? Full of drama we had at the Brands Hatch. But of course it was Mike Williams, wasn't it, in the MG Cup, who strolled, well, not quite strolled, it was Morgan Short was putting him under an awful lot of pressure at Brands Hatch as well. We saw some wonderful, wonderful action. We're going to see some incredible action here today. I'm pleased to say straight after qualifying, don't go anywhere, because we're going to bring you one of our very special paddock walks as well. As soon as the checkered flag falls, we're going to get into the paddock area and catch up with the drivers, get live instant reaction here from Oulton Park. It's great to see a lot of friends here from both the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup and the Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup as well. It is once again a very wet Oulton Park. If you joined us last year, I think it was about October time, wasn't it? The meeting actually had to be called early because of the weather. Don't actually think there's any danger of that realistically today. It's raining at the minute. It's due to stay a bit wet until probably after midday, and we should hopefully have a couple of dry races this afternoon, but things are pretty unpredictable, aren't they? We just don't quite know. Now, remember, anytime we can see the comments as well, so please do tell us, who are you rooting for today? Give some love on social media. We can see as well if there's somebody you're particularly rooting for. Give them a comment, give them a bit of a G up. We do read them out as well when we get the chance, and during qualifying we usually get a little bit of a chance, certainly at Oulton Park. As you can see, we've come up to the top of the podium to try and give you the best possible view that we can. However, actually for the races, we're going to get into the assembly area, catch up with the drivers, and then go to the first corner, because we actually think that's where a lot of the action will happen. Where we're based right now is a nice place for qualifying, because we want to see them come over the line. That's where the action really happens. In the races, we are going to get to the very first corner and bring you the first corner action. It's going to be an absolute blast. I'm also going to talk you through all of it as it happens as well. Now, the MG Trophies have just finished up qualifying. We did have a safety car, so I think there might be a slight delay, although actually, having said that, oh no, we are running bang on time, aren't we? 9:45 scheduled qualifying for the Metro Cup, and it's what, 9:44 now, so any second now we will get back out onto the track. I've just had enough of rain. I was just saying to Leon, just had enough of this rain. I really have. It's been 6 weeks now of solid rain. When will we see some sunshine again? I'm just constantly soaking wet. Tell me, where are you watching this from this morning? Are you at home? Are you at work? What are you doing, and where are you watching as well? We are broadcasting to our good friends at the MG Car Club in South Australia, over in Queensland as well. So hello to our friends down under. Put a picture up as well. I would love to see a picture. Actually, I'm not so sure if you can in the live stream, but if you can, post a picture or tell us, what's the weather like where you are? Are you getting soaking wet like I am as well? It just wouldn't be a trip to Oulton Park, would it, without the rain? Right, so I'm just going to get the race results from last time out. We might have an image or two to show you actually of the race 2 from the Metro Cup. Last time out at the Brands Hatch about a month ago. In fact, it was dry actually at Brands Hatch then, wasn't it? And I'll just tell you how it finished up. Like I said, it was birthday boy Tim Shooter who picked up a nice pair of wins at Brands Hatch. I'm just going to tuck the microphone in there. I haven't put weight on, and I haven't grown a pair of, you know, since we last met. I'm just protecting the microphone. Tim Shooter, of course, picked up the win in race 2 last time at Brands Hatch. In fact, he picked up the win in race 1 as well. David James came home in 2nd, Les Tyler in 3rd, Timothy Davis in 4th, Dan Willis in 5th, Phil Goodwin in 6th, John Moore in 7th, Kyler Birdseye in 8th, Neil Burnett in 9th, Andrew Ewins in 10th, Richard Garrett did not finish. That was, of course, in the MG Metro Cup. If we go to the Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup, did I just hear some cars out on the track? I thought I might have done. the race. 2 classifications, only okay, because I've got them right here. Mike Williams picking up the win. Morgan Short, of course, coming home second. Matthew Simpson in third. Darren Harris in fourth. Ian Dowler in fifth. Katie Twigger sixth. Dave Harrison seventh. Dan Jones eighth. Peter Bramble ninth. John Gill 10th. Yago Keane in 11th. Phil Rigby 12th. Stephen Hiley 13th. Brian Butler, Darryl Davis, DNFs. Pleased to say Peter Birchall is back racing here today as well. In fact, the cars are out on track. There they are. You can see them coming around. And that's Morgan Short, isn't it, coming over in the start-finish line first. There he goes to 888 of Morgan Short. There goes Ian Dowler in car number 99. About to get our first look in the Metros. There goes Kyler Birdseye coming over the start-finish line in car number 95. Phil Goodwin as well in car number 3 there. Magnificent stuff. They look incredible, don't they? There goes the Simpson. There goes Mike Williams. There goes Mark Eels. Will he get pole position here for the MG Metro Cup? The rain is really starting to come down right now as we speak. There goes Pete Coleman over the start-finish line here at a very, very wet Oulton Park. Coming up into your screen now is the Brands Hatch 2-time winner, Tim Shooter, coming over the line. He's looking for a 3rd win in a row here today. If he can snatch a race victory, then we've got the 2 BLR cars coming up competing in the MG Cup. Keane, number 47 in Class A, and Hiley, also car number 32, also in Class A. And looking at a plethora of Metros. There goes Peter Birchall, by the way, car number 13, the black and silver MG, mixing it with the Metros as well. Now, by the way, for the race, it's going to be a split grid. They are racing together. What will happen is the MG Cup cars will go first. 10 seconds later, the Metro Cups will then be released. So it's going to be 2 races in one. We'll bring you that action live as well. We'll bring you full commentary of it too. We've got one of the MG Cup cars looking like they're going very slow. There you go. I think they're just now getting up to speed. Car 23. That's Maddie Maguire, Lady Maddie Maguire. Great to see her in the field today. First time out with the MG Cup, certainly this year anyway. This rain is just unbelievable, isn't it? It's really thumping down now. Just stop, right? Every time we stand on this podium, Lee, and all it does is rain. Have you noticed that?
It's got a rain button.
It's got a rain button. Wet, wet, wet. So the first flying laps are now underway. I'm looking forward to this. I really, really, really am. It's going to be jam-packed. There goes Morgan Short now. He was very, very close. He was running very, very fast indeed at Brands Hatch. He'll be very eager to get a win today. Of course, Mike Williams, probably the man to beat here in the MG Cup. Mark Eels, possibly the man to beat in the Metro Cup. We'll have to wait and see. Who knows? Rain, as they say, is a great leveller here. And certainly at Oulton Park, it's very, very tricky indeed, isn't it? So Short is currently the man on provisional pole. Very early days yet. There's no point in really running through it yet. As you've seen a lot more of the action of both the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup and the Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup here at Oulton Park. Lights ablaze as they come round for this qualifying session. Just over 9 minutes still left to go. Short in the MG Cup has done a 2:17.434. Mark Eels is currently the man on provisional pole in the Metro Cup, but Birdseye's right behind as well in second. Cracking stuff here. The cars have to be very, very tentative around that final corner here. There's a lot of puddles knocking around on the track. There's Coleman and Tim Shooter, both in the Metro Cup, of course, having a great dice of it out there. We've got Timothy Davies just coming up as well. There goes Dan Willers. There is Timothy Davies. There's Williams. There's Birchall coming over the line. Steve Williams, of course, going very well. We've got another, look at that, there's Buckley, car number 20. Great to see Kaylee Twigger as well, car number 15 in the Tomcat. Dave Harrison here too. Tony Howe coming over the line. There's Rob Jessup as well. There's Les Tyler, picked up a podium at Brands Hatch last time out. We've got, is this David James coming into the pits? Yes, into the pits comes David Javes. Hope everything's okay with the car there for Dave. Currently down in 30th, actually yet to put a lap time in as well. So he has done technically 2 laps, so that might be enough just to be able to start from the back of the grid, if needs be, of course. I mean, this rain is really hammering it down now. Here they come, what a sight they make, don't they? There goes Mike Williams and Ian Dowler. Mike Williams really making up some time here. But we've got just under 7 minutes of this qualifying session left to go. It's still short. The man on provisional pole by an absolute mile as well, by the way. A 2:16.434 in the Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup. Mike Williams in second with a 2:25. The gap is 9.3 seconds between first and second place in the MG Cup. Wow. But Mark Eales in the Metro Cup is 6th place overall, but obviously on pole position. It's still Kyler Birdseye in second place, Goodwin in third. That's how the top 3 in the Metro Cup stand at the minute. As soon as qualifying finishes as well, we'll bring TSL up on the screen so you can have a little look. Of course, you've got to remember we've got a total of 32 cars, not all circulating right now though. There goes Peter Birchall for his first outing of 2021. Dan Willis coming over the line now as well. There's Tim Shooter, picked up a pair of wins at Brands Hatch in the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. Pete Coleman coming over the line, Steve Williams coming over the line as well. Very tentative, the cars as they come around the final corner here at Oulton, but they have to be. Look at the spray, it's almost like an ice rink out there, isn't it? Here comes Richard Gerrard now as well over the start-finish line. So I'm just going to run you through the entire names for both, so just keep an ear out. Short, then Mike Williams, Simpson, Buckley, Birchall, Twigger, Gill, Dowler, Harrison, Willers, Eales. Willers, sorry, now the man on provisional pole in the Metro Cup. So Willers and 10th, Eales, Weston, Bartholomew, Birdseye, Goodwin, Davis, Moore, Garrett, Steve Williams, Shooter, Maguire, Tyler, Jessup, Howe, Coleman, Burnett, Keane, Hiley, Ewins, Savoury, Jays, Bryant and Parker. That is every single car, of course, that is combined between the MG Cup and the Metro Cup. Welcome to the action if you're just joining us. Give us a comment below, tell us where are you watching from. Robbie Kenning. Robbie, I know you're watching, mate. Great to see you. I think you're right. We've got both Coleman and Jessup, and the cars do look quite similar, don't they, Robbie? Of course, Rob Jessup has got that sort of black and green line, though, hasn't it, to mark it out. Suddenly you can see Mark Eales' cars coming up, can't you? There's Kyler Birdseye going very well with Mark Eales very close behind as well. Of course, this is qualifying. Things didn't quite go Mark Eales' way at Brands Hatch. I'm delighted to say I think the rain is starting to stop here as well. There's Phil Goodwin coming over the line as well. I think the rain is starting to stop. How nice is this? Gill's up to 6th, by the way, in the MG Cup. Twigger is in 7th place. So it's still short, the man on provisional pole position, by a whopping 6.3 seconds from Mike Williams. Simpson in 3rd, Buckley in 4th, Birchall in 5th, Gill in 6th, Twigger in 7th, and then we have our first Metro Cup car. Mark Eales has gone back to take provisional pole, 8th on the track, but 1st in the Metro Cup. Ian Dowler in 9th. The Kyler Birdseye is now back to 2nd place. Phil Goodwin in 3rd in the Metros as well. Dan Willis has dropped down to 4th. Is the track. Oh, we're going to have a late surge. We've got 3.5 minutes left of qualifying. The rain has stopped. Of course, we're not going to get rid of all of this water now, but it might be a little bit more of a dry line. The guys and girls out there might be able to put a second or two extra out of the lap time here. It's going to be a last-minute dash to the finish. It's going to be all or nothing, isn't it? It really is going to be exciting. And this is where I was getting mixed up, wasn't it? Let's have a look here, Robbie. I think this is Pete Coleman. That is Pete Coleman. Yep, car 17. There's Richard Garrett. And now we should have Rob Jessup coming through any second now as well. Coleman running in 22nd, Jessup in 24th. Of course, that is the combined field, though, not individually. We will bring you the full classifieds once we get them as well. So here it goes. There is your man on provisional pole, Morgan Short, having an absolute flyer. There goes Les Tyler over the start-finish line. So there goes Tony Howe. There's Rob Jessup. Yeah, the black and green stripes on the car, marking it out quite nicely. There's Mike Williams as well, flying, isn't he? Just overtaking Maddie Maguire there. 2 minutes of this qualifying session left to go. Who's it going to be for each championship? It's exciting, isn't it? There's a number of classes, actually, by the way, in the MG the MG Cup. We will bring you a breakdown once we get the official classifieds as well for you. Alison Isaacson says, I'm watching at home in Cambridgeshire, about to head into a car club meeting. Lovely and warm, don't get too wet. Thanks, Alison. John Stockdale, got to work. Sorry to hear that, John. You can watch it back, though. All the videos that we filmed today will stay here, right here, wherever you're watching this. If you're on the MG Car Club page, you're on My Supercar, you're on the MG Cup page or the Metro Cup page, or you can watch the action live in high definition on My Supercar and Live Sport now as well. There goes Peter Birchall just over the line as well. Things are going to start heating up now, aren't they? Remember, there's no more rain. The rain is not coming down anymore. Of course, it's still very wet out on track. We're not going to suddenly get a dry line in the next minute and a half. But it might just be a little bit of extra grit, a little bit of extra confidence now the rain isn't tumbling. And a small dry line might be starting to form. 45 seconds of qualifying left to go. The cars coming over the start-finish line now will be on their final chance to put in a flying lap now. Last chance saloon now for these ladies and gentlemen. So still short from Williams, Birchall, Simpson, Twigger, Buckley, Gill. That's your top 7 in the Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup. Then in the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup, Eels is the man on provisional pole, Willis in 2nd, Davis in 3rd, Goodwin in 4th, Birdseye in 5th, Steve Williams in 6th, Richard Garrett in 7th. That's your top 7 for each championship right there. Unfortunately, David James came into the pits earlier, didn't he? Parker and Brian also yet to put in a lap time as well. So there should have been 32 runners in total. Checkered flag will fall now. There goes the checkered flag for Mike Williams as he comes over the line. Les Tyler as well. Mike Williams cannot improve. It looks like Morgan Short has mastered the wet because he's on pole position by 7.2 seconds in the Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup. Incredible stuff. Over the line comes Rob Jessup in the MG Metro Cup. Can anybody beat Eels? Eels is what, 1.2 seconds further ahead down the road than Dan Willers. It looks like Eels is going to make it yet another pole position in the Metro Cup. He couldn't convert it at Brands Hatch, unfortunately, but here he comes over the line. Can anybody get the better of Eels? I really don't think so. Car 444 for the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup can be on pole. There goes Kylie Birdseye though. She's had a cracking qualifying session. She comes over the line, 14th in total, and I believe that's 4th on the grid so far. There's still a number of cars to come over the line, as you can see, and here they all come now. Dumping over the line. There goes Peter Birchall. There's Andrew Ewins coming over the line as well. So we're still waiting for Morgan Short to come over, the man who is going to be on pole position in the MG Cup. Here comes Dan Willis. What can he do? We know Dan's quick. We know he's got some serious pace. Willis takes pole. Willis does it. Dan Willis takes pole position in the Hickford Construction MG Metro Cup right at the very end. Unless Tim Davis can do something about it. No, he can't. And it looks like Dan Willis has snuck pole position right at the death here at qualifying for the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. Wow. You just it's never over till it's over, is it? You can't take your eyes off motorsport. It goes right to the checkered flag. Do not take your eyes off anything until it's over. But here comes Steve Williams. What can Williams do? He's gone well as well in qualifying, and he cannot improve. Right, the final car's now just coming over. Here comes Richard Garrett, by the way. Just keep a sharp eye on Richard. Can he improve? Let's have a little look. Over the line, Richard comes. And he does improve as well. He goes up, so Williams on pole, Eels in second, Birdseye. Is that Birdseye in third? Goodwin in fourth, Steve Williams in fifth, Garrard in sixth, Shooter in seventh, John Moore in eighth, Coleman in ninth, Howe in 10th, Burnett in 11th, Jessup in 12th. I don't have Ewins for some reason. I will. Oh, there we go, a little bit further down. Right. That concludes your qualifying session. If we could just bring the TSL onto the screen for you. What a performance by Morgan Short, by the way, that was in the MG Cup. We just popped the TSL whilst we're going to move into the paddock, whilst I just extract the microphone. So we'll pop TSL on screen just so you can see the official results there for you, just whilst we move about. Just leave that on screen for now, Elaine, please. And we're going to get into the paddock right now. I mean, that qualifying session really had it all, didn't it? It really did. I mean, Morgan Short sticking it on pole position by an absolute mile as well in the MG Cup. Fascinating stuff. We're going to go and see if we can't catch up with one or two of the drivers as well. Let's go for a little walk into the paddock, shall we? I think we'll start up at this end on the top right, because I did see some of the Metro Cup cars there a little bit earlier. Right, we can bring that TSL screen down now. Welcome to the Oulton Park paddock, everybody, for a first look. There goes Ian Dowler. Look, he's heading off. We quickly find Maddie Maguire. Oh, in fact, Ian's literally right here. Let's see, where's Ian going to go? So we'll grab a quick word with Ian whilst he's literally right here. And again, once again, by the way, in memory of Chris Twigger, very sadly lost Chris Twigger earlier this year, a father, of course, of Kaylee Twigger, and very well respected, very sadly missed as well. Hello. Ian, how you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, very
What was it like? That looked pretty chaotic from where I was stood.
It's quite slippy on Derezas.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't got a Rain Sport Uniroyals, so I'm out on my race tyres.
Ah.
And it's pretty tricky, but you just keep pushing on them, and they come up to temperature, and the rear end was really nice. I'm still struggling with front end grip. Yeah. But yeah, happy with that.
Yeah, it looked a lot of fun. I have to say,
great fun.
It was great to watch. Are you hoping for a dry race though?
Yeah, you always hope for a dry race. Proper field of speed in these when it's dry. So, but it's good fun. It's just great fun. So that's what we're here for.
Good man. I've just had enough of this rain, Ian. I've just had enough. It makes great viewing, but you know.
Yeah. I'm all right in here. It's nice and dry.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, that doesn't do my hair very good. Cheers to Ian down there. Let's head back this way. Just before you get run over, Leon. There we go. Ian down. There's always. Do you know what? One thing I love about being involved with the MG Car Club is we get to know everybody. Everybody gets to know us, and everybody's so nice to us as well. Just saw Dave Harrison driving past us there. There's some of the. Oh, here, this is the man on pole position. Let me just grab him. Morgan.
Yeah.
How many Weetabix did you have this morning? Did you have?
I didn't have breakfast this morning.
38 or 49, because that was some qualifying. You
Yeah.
were pole by about 6 seconds.
7.5, I think it was.
7.5, my word.
No, it was.
So what are you doing differently? You just find the grip that other people can't. You just got the
Well, we had the advantage of coming here yesterday. We did some good setup work. Determined what we were originally going to go out on the dry tyres, but then it started. We had the radar on all the time, and we got the radar up, and we saw the rain was coming more. And I knew that I set my best time yesterday on the wet tyres, so we put them on, and the car just felt amazing. Obviously, I had the advantage of testing yesterday, but the car felt great, and found it was stuck everywhere, had so much grip, and it was really good. I got some few clear laps in.
Insane. I mean, look, you were quick at Brands Hatch, didn't quite go your way in the end, but you're thinking could be on for a double bubble here.
Well, it's going to be. I'm sure it'll be different in the dry. I'm sure Williams will be quicker in the dry, so he'll be one to watch out for. Also, I think I've got Peter Bircher next to me, and hopefully I'll be able to stay ahead. Hopefully I'll be able to keep the lead at the start and stay ahead the rest of the race. But you know, we'll see what happens. If it dries up, it'll be certainly interesting. If it's wet, we know that I want to do a bit of a rain dance and keep it wet, if anything. But
I don't. I've had enough of this. Right?
Yeah. Well, we haven't actually got any windscreen wipers, which is another annoying thing. They motor seized up yesterday, so we've just had to rain exit, and so it's going a bit blind into some corners behind the metros. But to be honest, it doesn't make much difference from the.
That makes it even more impressive, though. The fact that you can't even see anything.
Well, it's genuinely the wipers don't have much more effect because the rain just comes straight off with the Rain X, so it's actually not too bad. But it was just another unnecessary stress for us yesterday. But no, it was really good qualifying. My first overall pole, my second pole in 2 seasons.
Congratulations, buddy!
Well pole last year. So yeah, looking forward to the race, and hopefully it stays wet. For me, I'll be doing a rain dance in the garage.
Morgan, well done, mate. Congratulations. See you, bud. Yeah, there you go. Look, not only did he stick it on pole position, he couldn't actually see where he was driving as well. No wipers on the car, and puts it on pole position in the Church Vehicle Insurance MG Cup by 7.5 seconds. Unbelievable. Now, I've spied a number of the Metro Cup cars over here, so we're going to go for a little walk. I can see Tim Shooter's cars up here, I can see Pete Coleman's cars here, I see Steve Williams' car as well. Let's go grab a quick word with Steve first of all, shall we, as well. I see John Moore over there as well. There's Ben as well. Gentlemen, well, I imagine it's good to see you, Ben. You're right, pal. That looked quite chaotic out there. Was that as fun for you as it was for us watching?
It was extremely slippery. My goodness me, it was extremely slippery.
I mean, look at these tyres. Look at these tyres. Mind you, guys are still giving it some beans out there.
Absolutely, yeah.
Coming out of the final corner, everybody's looking quite tentative. Is it particularly slippy up there?
It's actually, as you come out of Deers Leap and you're going into the first corner, locked up there a few times. You know, just getting a bit too ambitious with the braking, and but no, it was good stuff actually.
You're full of smiles. You're not mad enough to be hoping for rain, are you, for the first race?
Well, do you know what? I mean, this is probably about my best qualifying, which is 6th place. So, do you know? I don't know. I don't know.
Rain.
No, honestly, because I mean, this is no fun, is it? This is no fun paddling around.
We want to come to Oulton Park and it just be dry one day, don't we? That's all we want. That's all I want.
I've said to the lads, I think every single time I've been here, it's rained. Every single time. So, but anyway, we're in one piece. We stayed on the black stuff.
And you got full of smiles. That's what
I am. No worries.
We'll join you for the race. Best of luck. Cheers, Steve. Steve Williams there. Like I said, just best qualifying there. Certainly a happy man indeed. We've got John Moore around here. We've got Tim Shooter. Where is Tim? I did see him. Oh, look, here they are, both together as well. Here he is, Tim.
It's not my birthday today.
It's not your birthday. That means you're not going to win, unfortunately. No, I'm joking.
It's looking that way, isn't it? Well, it's raining.
That looked brutal out there, was it?
It's difficult. I'm not very good in the wet anyway, so I was certainly my second race or second qualifying in the wet. So, but we're getting there, getting better.
Did you come here, Oulton Park, after picking up? Of course, you picked up a pair of wins at Brands Hatch. Were you a little bit of extra confidence coming into Oulton?
Well, you got to be a little bit more confident, I suppose. But I didn't really want to see the rain. If it was dry, I think
it's going to stay dry now. I've got a good feeling for the race.
So race 2 could be bone dry, you reckon?
Well, don't take my word for it. I don't have to drive, so it's easy for me.
Well, let's hope so.
Fantastic. Look, Tim, thank you very much. I'll let you crack on.
Cheers, mate.
Look, the boys are all running away. Let's go grab a hello, gentlemen. John, I thought you were running away from me then.
saw you coming.
Yeah. Bit of a wet one there. Are we praying for a dry race?
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. What are these things like to drive in the rain? Are they a bit snappy?
It's the second time. The first time was last year.
Here as well, wasn't it?
But I got fogged up. I couldn't see half a windscreen, so.
Do you have windscreen wipers? Do they work?
Yeah, it's just I didn't put enough stuff on the inside, but it's my fault.
Well, look, enjoy race one.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be dry. I think you'll be all right.
All to go for.
Absolutely. Don't run away from me, chaps.
Morning, Ian.
How you doing? You all right?
Yeah, very well. Are you okay?
I'm very well. Look, pretty treacherous out there. The spray you guys and girls were kicking up out there. I suppose you could see anything.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It's fun. That's all I could say. It's spinning out everywhere, so everybody had the same conditions.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fun when you come around for a long straight and the car in front of you, the wheel comes off and the wheel's going down the track, not the car. So that was one incident. And then somebody else come off on island in front of me. So yeah, I thought, yeah, it is slippy.
But you're back in one piece.
Yeah, I don't know where I've qualified, so I'm just grateful. I saw the checkered flag.
Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head, but
so I'm just glad to get round, to be honest, safely, because halfway through it started raining really heavy.
Yeah, it did.
And then towards the end it started drying up, but I had to make a detour and which cancelled one lap out. But now fantastic. But everybody's got the same conditions. It is.
I suppose if it's a dry race, it's almost 2 different race weekends in one day, isn't it? Really?
Well, yeah. And obviously the wet. People show the skills. You know, you let them through, and you just stay within your limits. If you try and follow somebody, you'll end up coming off. So just stay within your limits when it's wet, and then if it dries up, everybody will have fun. So
yeah, doesn't do my hair any good this rain, though. I'll tell you that.
No, but it's an improvement on last year, isn't it, with the weather? So far.
Well, we should get both races in this time.
So looking on the positive side, you know, I'm all buzzed, ready to go. No changes on the car. I'm happy with it. It's just me making errors. That's all. So, but yeah, looking forward to it.
That's honest assessment, I suppose.
Yeah. You know, Yokohama, the tyres, they're a dry tyre. We know that, but everybody runs the same.
Yep.
You just have to watch out for a little bit of aquaplaning and not heavy on the brakes. But everybody in our series has got the same tyre, so it's equal. Level playing. I don't think it makes much difference whether you're on a new tyre or an old tyre, but you know, thanks to Yokohama for the sponsorship. So
fantastic,
great stuff. You know, can't wait for this afternoon for the race.
It's going to be dry.
Yeah,
it's going to be dry.
Thank you, Ian.
Cheers, Will. Thank you. We've got Mr. Tyler over here as well. How are we doing?
Better now.
Better now. Not a fan of the rain?
Absolutely not. I used to race on grass. That's how I first started.
This should be great for you then.
No, I absolutely hated it. I couldn't get them around the corners. The grass, so. But at least I got around the track today. Not too bad.
Where was it particularly treacherous out there?
I think through the chicanes, both of the chicanes. You just got, if you touch those curbs just a bit too much, it really gives you a bit of a wobble.
Sharing with the MG Cup, there's a lot of action going on. There's a lot of spray. I mean, is it almost impossible to get any clean air out there?
I did towards the end actually, but before, let's just say the spray and you're misting up, you can't see anything, you can't see your mirrors, you can't see who's coming past you.
You've got to stop breathing.
I know, well there is that. But once I got into a bit of clear air, everything cleared up and I could see, and I think I got a couple of decent laps in, but I wouldn't have qualified very well. I'd never qualify well anyway, so I just enjoy the race.
Race is a different kettle of fish, though, isn't it?
Definitely.
It is. Cheers. Right, let's go get the man who's on pole position as well. He's just getting a little kiss as well, isn't he? Dan Willers snatched it right at the death there, didn't he? Dan, you were leaving it right to the end there, were you?
Yeah.
Giving us a bit of entertainment,
well,
right?
Rain for you anyway.
But it was raining really heavy, obviously, midway through, and then at the end, the rain stopped. As I was sort of saying on camera, there's not enough time really for the water to kind of disappear. Was there any bits, a bit of a dry line forming anywhere on the track where you could have a bit of extra confidence?
No,
or was it just
there was
soaked
no
everywhere?
real dry line. It's just go looking for a bit of grip every lap, go and look for it somewhere else.
Yeah.
There's been quite a lot of people going off, so just being careful as well. But enjoyed that. It was going well.
It as well, right at the death as well.
Yeah, it took me a couple of laps to get into it first, but I really enjoyed it. It's good fun.
Top man. Best of luck for the race. Dan will see you a little bit later. Let's grab Mark as well. Pleased to say Mark is here. He had a few issues, didn't he? Mark? I'm glad you're here, mate.
Morning.
Last time we spoke at Brands Hatch, it wasn't the best of situations,
right.
was it? But you've made it. You're back.
Yeah.
Was it a new engine?
Bit graft, yeah. Well, sort of. It's like Trigger's broom, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's like
Well, you haven't
pistons
lost
and
any
head.
pace though, have you? You're still, I mean, right up until the death. Dan Willis snatched it at the end, didn't he? But
I haven't
you know,
seen. I've been sort of told, but it's second. So.
It's second. So the pace is still there.
Yeah. So, and obviously the sun's come out now. Now we're finished. So
well,
it's probably going to make for a different race again, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
I was just catching up with Phil down there, and it was almost when you have conditions like that in qualifying, then the race is dry. It's almost a completely different race weekend, isn't it? Two races in,
right.
you know.
Obviously, we were hoping it'd be dry this morning, but it's sort of,
you're in a good position though, and of course. The Men G Cups go 10 seconds ahead of you, so you guys have got a bit of clean air this time.
Hopefully, got our own sort of race, until I'm sure we'll catch a few of them, but hopefully a lot of them will be out of our way. But so we'll see. Like you say, I guess it's starting next to Dan, so
should be fun.
Try and get better starts. My starts at Brands weren't all that the ones that I managed to do. So
fantastic. Good man, Mark. Well, I'll let you crack on anyway. Right, that just about rounds it up there. We just had a great chat with a number of the Metro Cup drivers there. We also caught up with Ian Dowler from the Cherished Vehicle Insurance MG Cup, and of course the poleman Morgan Short as well. We've got to go actually because race 1 for the BCV8 Championships is not that far away. We're going to be back live for that, and then we'll bring you the race 1 action of both the Metro Cup and the MG Cup. It's a shared field again. However, the MG Cup will go 10 seconds. And then, they'll go first, and then 10 seconds later, the MG Metro Cup cars will go as well. And then straight after the race, we're going to go catch up with a number of the drivers again. It's going to be a lot of fun. Do stick with us. We're going to be here live throughout the day, and it's no longer raining. We'll see you soon.